If you're studying for a big exam right now, I want you to stop asking, am I smart enough to pass? That's not the most useful question. A better question is, do I have a system that prepares me to pass this exam? Because most people don't fail exams because they're not capable. They fail because they study in ways that feel productive but don't actually train the skills the exam is testing. So in this video, I'm going to give you a practical system you can use for almost any exam. Certification exams, licensing exams, entrance exams, school exams, professional exams, all of it. And I'm not just going to say study harder. I'm going to show you what to do. Step 1, make an exam profile. Before you open your textbook or review course, you need to understand the test. So grab a notebook, spreadsheet, or notes app and write down this. What topics are tested? How many questions are there? How much time do I get? What question types are used? What score do I need? Are there formulas, essays, simulations, cases, calculations, or multiple choice questions? What official outline, blueprint, handbook, or syllabus should I be using? This matters because you don't study for every exam the same way. If your exam is mostly multiple choice, you need to practice answer elimination and recognizing traps. If your exam has calculations, you need to practice solving problems from scratch, not just watching someone else do it. If your exam has case-based questions or simulations, you need to practice pulling relevant details out of a longer scenario. If your exam is heavily timed, you need timed practice before exam day. So before you study, build your exam profile. For example, your notes might look like this. 110 questions, 5 hours and 20 minutes, about 3 minutes per question. Heavy on formulas and problem solving, need to practice with the reference handbook. Or 4 exam sections, multiple choice plus simulations. Need to practice both content knowledge and applying concepts in exam-styled questions. Or 3 exam parts, tax focus, need to study individuals, businesses, and representation rules separately. That profile becomes your map. Step 2, turn the exam outline into a study checklist. Do not just write study accounting or study engineering or study finance. That is way too vague. Instead, break the exam into actual topics. Let's say your exam has 5 major content areas. Put them into a checklist. Then mark each topic as green, I'm okay here, yellow, I'm kind of know this but I need practice, red, I do not know this and I'm avoiding it because it scares me. Congratulations, the red and yellow topics are your study plan. A lot of people waste time reviewing what feels comfortable because it makes them feel productive. But comfortable topics don't usually move your score as much as weak topics. So use a color system. Green topics get light review, yellow topics get practice, red topics are lessons, notes, practice questions, and repeated review. That one change can make your studying way more efficient. Step 3, build a weekly study plan and not a fantasy schedule. A fantasy schedule sounds like this. I'll study 3 hours every night after work, and then Tuesday happens, you're exhausted, you miss one day, and suddenly the whole plan falls apart. A real study plan is way more flexible. Start with the number of weeks you have. Let's say you have 8 weeks. I'd structure it like this. Weeks 1 through 5, learn the content and do practice questions as you go. Week 6, finish remaining weak areas and start mixed review. Week 7, time to practice and mock exams. Week 8, final review, mistake log, formulas, weak areas, and test day strategy. Now break that down weekly. For example, Monday, lesson plus 15 practice questions. Tuesday, practice questions plus review missed answers. Wednesday, new topic plus flashcards. Thursday, timed set of questions. Friday, catch up or weak area review. Saturday, longer study block or mock exam section. Sunday, light review and plan the next week. That's specific. And if you only have 45 minutes a day, that's still usable. 45-minute study session could be 10 minutes reviewing old material, 25 minutes doing practice questions, 10 minutes reviewing mistakes. A 90-minute study session could be 20 minutes learning a topic, 40 minutes doing practice, 25 minutes reviewing mistakes, 5 minutes writing down what to study next. The key is that every study session should have an output, not just, I studied. What did you finish? What did you practice? What did you learn from your mistakes? What's the next weak area? Step 4, stop waiting until you feel ready to practice. This is one of the biggest mistakes exam candidates make. They think practice questions are something you do after you learn everything. No, practice questions are how you find out what you actually know. So I want you to start practice early, even if your scores are ugly at first, especially if your scores are ugly at first. That's not failure, that's data. Here's how to use practice questions correctly. After every lesson, do 10 to 20 questions on that topic. Don't do them all open note. Try first without help, then review. When you miss a question, don't just read the explanation and move on. Ask, what was this question testing? Why did I pick the wrong answer? What clue did I miss? could I answer a similar question tomorrow? That last question matters because understanding the explanation for one question is not the same as being able to answer a new version of that question later. Step 5, use a mistake log. This is one of the most useful study tools you can build, and it doesn't need to be pretty. Use a spreadsheet, notebook, or notes app. Make 5 columns: topic, question type, why I missed it, what I learned, what I'll do next. For why I missed it, use categories like content gap, misread the question, careless math mistake, forgot a formula, rushed, changed a correct answer, didn't understand the wording, narrowed it down to 2 and guessed wrong. This is where your study plan gets smarter because I got 40% wrong is not enough information, but I keep missing these because I'm rushing the wording. It tells you exactly what to fix. Or I know the concept but I can't apply it in calculations tells you that rereading notes isn't enough. You need more problem-solving practice. Or I keep changing right answers tells you that your issue might be confidence, not content. Every wrong answer is trying to tell you something. Your mistake log helps you hear it. Step 6, study actively. Passive studying is when the material is happening to you. You're reading, watching, highlighting, listening, copying. That can help when you're first learning something, but it can't be the whole plan. Active studying means your brain has to retrieve, explain, apply, or solve. Here are simple active study methods. Close your notes and write down the main idea from memory. Explain the topic out loud like you're teaching it to a friend. Do practice questions before looking at the answer. Make flashcards from missed questions, not from every single sentence in the book. Rewrite a confusing rule in plain English. Work a problem from scratch without looking at the example. After a video lesson, pause and ask, what are the 3 things I need to remember? That's active. And active studying is usually less comfortable than passive studying, which is why people avoid it. But it works better because it shows you what you can actually do without help. Step 7, train for timing. A lot of exams are not just testing knowledge, they're testing whether you can use that knowledge fast enough. So once you understand a topic, start adding timed practice. Don't start with a full mock exam if that feels overwhelming. Start small. Try 10 questions in 15 minutes, then 20 questions in 30 minutes, then 40 questions in an hour, then a full timed section. After each time set, review 2 things. What did I miss and where did I lose time? Sometimes timing problems happen because you don't know the material, but sometimes they happen because you're spending too long on questions that you should flag. So create a rule. For example, if I'm stuck after 90 seconds, I make my best guess, flag it, and move on. Or if I don't know the formula after 1 minute, I skip and come back. Or if a question looks long, I read the last sentence first so I know what it's asking. These little rules help you avoid panic on exam day because on exam day, your goal is not to prove you can solve every question perfectly. Your goal is to collect as many points as possible before time runs out. Step 8, build review into the plan. You're going to forget things. That doesn't mean you're bad at studying, it means you're human. The fix is spaced review. Instead of studying a topic once and moving on forever, bring it back. Here's a simple review rhythm. Review the topic the same day you learn it, review it again 2 or 3 days later, review it again 1 week later, then mix it into cumulative practice. For example, if you studied a topic on Monday, do a few review questions on Wednesday, then include it in a mix set on Sunday. This prevents the I learned this 3 weeks ago and now it's gone problem. Mixed practice is especially important. Topic by topic practice is good when you're learning, but mixed practice is better when you're getting closer to exam day because the real exam probably won't tell you, congratulations, the next 5 questions are all from chapter 3. You have to recognize the topic yourself. That's a skill. Step 9, know when your study method isn't working. Hard truth. Studying for more hours doesn't always mean studying better. So if your scores aren't improving, don't just add more time. Diagnose the problem. If you're watching lectures but missing practice questions, you need more active recall and question practice. If you understand examples but can't solve new problems, you need to stop watching and start doing. If you're running out of time, you need timed sets. If you keep forgetting old topics, you need spaced review. If you're missing questions because of wording, you need slower review and better question analysis. If your notes are beautiful but your scores are flat, you need fewer notes and more practice. A good rule is this: after 2 weeks, you should see some kind of progress. Not perfection, progress. That could mean higher quiz scores, fewer repeat mistakes, faster timing, better recall, or more confidence with weak topics. If nothing is improving after 2 weeks, adjust the method. Step 10, protect your energy like it's part of the study plan. Because it is. You can't run your entire exam prep plan on caffeine, guilt, and panic. That might work for a weekend, it doesn't work for months. So make your study plan sustainable. Have a minimum study day for chaotic days. A minimum study day could be 10 practice questions, 15 flashcards, one short lesson, reviewing yesterday's mistakes, rewriting one confusing concept. That way, even when life gets messy, you don't completely disappear. You keep the habit alive. Also, plan breaks before burnout forces them. If you're studying 6 days a week, take one lighter day. If you're doing long weekend sessions, schedule breaks between blocks. And please don't make every break your phone. A real break is getting water, walking around, stretching, eating something, or looking away from the screen. Your brain needs recovery. That's not weakness, that's maintenance. Step 11, use the final week correctly. The final week is not the time to relearn the entire exam from scratch. It's the time to sharpen. Here's what I do in the final week. Review your mistake log, redo missed questions from high-value topics, review formulas, rules, definitions, or frameworks you need to remember, do timed sets, practice your exam day pacing strategy, lightly review weak areas, stop trying to master every tiny detail at the last second. And 2 days before the exam, make your logistics plan. What time are you waking up? What are you eating? What do you need to bring? Where are you going? How long will it take to get there? What are you doing the night before? You don't want to waste exam day energy making basic decisions. Save that energy for the test. Now, let's put all of this into a simple example. Let's say you have 6 weeks to study. Here's a realistic plan. Weeks 1 and 2, learn the main content and do topic-specific practice every day. Weeks 3 and 4, finish content, start mixed practice, and build a mistake log. Week 5, focus on weak areas, timed sets, and cumulative review. Week 6, mock exams or timed sections, mistake log review, formulas, high-yield topics, and final exam strategy. Daily study session, 10 minutes, review old material. 30 minutes, learn or practice one topic. 30 minutes, practice questions. 20 minutes, review mistakes and update the mistake log. That's a 90-minute session with a real purpose. And if you only have 45 minutes, 5 minutes review, 25 minutes practice, 15 minutes mistake review, that still counts. You don't need perfect study days. You need repeatable study days. So if you want to pass any exam, here's the system. Understand the exam, turn the outline into a checklist, build a weekly plan, practice before you feel ready, track your mistakes, study actively, train for timing, use spaced review, adjust when scores aren't improving, protect your energy, use the final week to sharpen, not panic. That's how you pass. Not by being perfect, not by waiting until you feel ready, not by highlighting half a textbook and hoping for the best. You pass by building a system, using feedback, and showing up consistently enough for your effort to compound. And if you're in the messy middle right now, the part where your scores aren't where you want them, your confidence is shaky, and the exam still feels huge, that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're in the part where the work is actually happening. So don't just quit because it feels hard. Make the plan smaller. Make the next step clearer. Do the next practice set, review the next mistake, fix the next weak spot. That's how this gets done. For more study tips, exam prep strategies, and certification advice, don't forget to subscribe. We post every day.